Hi everyone, welcome to our channel, Life Joyfully Done. I'm Jen.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Alex.
And today we are making some Nutella stuffed chocolate chip cookies with HEATH Toffee Bits. This Christmas Cookie Countdown collaboration was put together by our friends at Magic in Michigan as well as the Pumpkin Queens. There are several channels that are a part of this collaboration, which you will be able to find down in the description. So make sure you check out what cookies they made for this collaboration after you're finished watching our video. Now, this is gonna be a good cookie. We are so excited for this cookie. Some of our very favorite things are in them, some HEATH Toffee Bits, as well as who doesn't love Nutella? As you heard in the title of this cookie, it's a Nutella stuffed cookie. And how that is achieved is you do some dollops of Nutella and then you freeze them before putting them in the cookie. I think that's genius, and I was so excited when I read about this cookie. This recipe actually comes from the website Cookies and Cups, and we're doing it exactly as the recipe says, except for we are adding the HEATH Toffee Bits because we love them. So back on track. The dollops of Nutella have to freeze, and we thought it would be really fun to go ahead and make the dollops of Nutella into Mickey heads, right, Liz? Mm-hmm. And when we did our gingerbread collaboration a little bit ago, which that video I will link up here as well as down in the description, Alyssa made some really cute Mickey heads out of the frosting for her gingerbread house. So we're gonna task her with that to make the dollops for the center of these cookies, and she's gonna attempt to make them into Mickey heads. She practiced before we started filming, and this is what she got so far.
I don't really like it, but I'm gonna try and make it not as long.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was our practice try. So she's gonna use that as like kind of a target as far as the size, because you're supposed to use 2 teaspoons of Nutella for each of the dollops. So yeah, she's gonna get into that. We put parchment paper on the pan so that, what's the reason we do that, Alyssa?
So that when we freeze them, they won't stick to the pan.
Yes, and they will be easy to remove and ready for the cookies, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into that. We're gonna do that on fast forward because it's gonna take a little bit of time. You have to make how many dollops?
24.
Yeah, so that's gonna take a little bit. We will be back after she's finished that, and they have to freeze for how long again?
20 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, so after they're done freezing, we will be back to continue on this venture making these stuffed Nutella cookies.
With HEATH.
With HEATH, yes.
Alright, so I accidentally burst the bag. So now there's a glob of Nutella about that big, probably as big as the camera lens, on the parchment paper.
Oh boy, Liz. So what are we gonna do?
I don't know. Eat it.
All right, well, we're gonna clean this up and get started again because you got how many done?
I was halfway done. I did 12.
Okay, so I'm gonna help her clean this up so she can make the rest of the dollops for the cookies. Yeah, this is what happens, right? Yes. Life's not perfect. Okay, Alyssa, we tried several methods off camera, right?
Yes.
How'd it go? Yes. This is proving a lot more difficult than we had imagined. So we are gonna just go ahead and use a spoon to put 2 dollops, which translates to 2 teaspoons of Nutella onto the parchment. I mean, you're not gonna see what it looks like inside the cookie anyway, you're just gonna taste it. So it doesn't matter if it's cute or not. We just thought it would be fun to try and make Mickey heads. And we made 11, is that right? Mm-hmm. So the other half will just be the dollops, which is just fine. It will taste the same. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, so we are back, and we just wanted to let you know, so there was no confusion. The first step of this cookie recipe is not to do the Nutella. We just did that because we had to wait for the sticks of butter to be purchased and brought home by Daddy, right?
Yeah.
That has happened, so now we are ready to proceed. The first step is to do the butter, like melting it in the pot. We've never done a cookie recipe where you had to brown the butter, so this is gonna be a first for us. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right,
Do this.
let's do it. All right, so the butter has browned and it smells so good. And we are now ready to move on to the next step. First, we are gonna be mixing up the, let's see, the cooled butter, brown sugar, regular sugar with our rubber spatula that we have here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so Alex, could you grab the butter? Go ahead and dump it in there slowly and gently. Oh my goodness, we might have to scrape that out, huh?
Yes, please.
I'm guessing this is supposed to go in there too. Nothing in the instructions said it didn't. So we're gonna put it in there. All right, let me see.
Caramelize.
Yeah, it does. It smells like caramel. All right, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And what else do we put in here, Alyssa?
Sugars.
Okay, so grab
Brown
the
sugar.
brown sugar's right there. Go ahead and grab that. And slowly dump that on in there. That is the flour, Alex. We're not doing that quite
That's
yet.
not sugar.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I want to go flat. All right, here we go. Thank you. And then sugar.
Slow.
And it said we could use the spatula or wooden spoon, so since we're already using the spoon, we'll go ahead and do that. Melissa, could you read what we need to do next?
Sugar tastes good.
Next, you're gonna stir it until it is. Wait, no. Yeah, no, until combined, and then you're gonna stir it till it's combined.
Mm-hmm.
I like the one big clump. It looks like a brown, like slushy. And then you are going to add the egg, the yolk, the vanilla, the baking powder, baking soda, and salt until it is completely smooth.
So we are going to take a little tip from my friend Jess over at Magic in Michigan, and we are going to crack the eggs into this bowl instead of into there. And do you know why, Alyssa?
No.
You, Alex?
So that way we can have one yolk?
No, we're going to do that because we do not want to get the shell in the cookie dough. Thank you, Jess, for that tip. Really appreciate it.
No crunchy.
Mm-mm. Gross. That would be nasty.
Yes, it would.
I'm a pro at not getting crust, trying to put crunchies in there.
All right. So one full egg, right?
Yeah, and then one yolk.
And then how are we going to get the yolk and not the white? We're going to need another dish. Let's use this one. I've got one right here.
I was gonna say I could get a strainer or something.
And then I can scoop it out.
No, I'll show you a trick.
Put it in your hand.
No. All right, so we'll get the white out.
Mm. Mm.
Get rid of the white. Come on, white. And now we have the yolk. And that's going to go in there. Boop. Ta-da!
And
Nope, you take this, please. Okay, so now we're going to add the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the egg and a half, sort of.
Yeah.
There you go, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the teaspoon is right here. So a teaspoon of vanilla.
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons, really? Wow. All right, hold it. Yep, that's a good idea.
That's lots of vanilla.
1, 2, okay, and then what else do we need? All right, so 1 teaspoon of baking powder. All right, and then 1 teaspoon salt. It says kosher salt. I don't know, is there a difference as far as when you're baking? Does it really matter if you use kosher salt or regular salt? Let us know down in the comments because we're just gonna use regular salt. And
It depends on how it tastes, apparently.
I don't know. So 1 teaspoon, yes?
Well, no. eventually.
Can't wait to taste these
I
cookies.
think kosher salt's like the chunky salt. The big chunks like Ghirardelli uses.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Maybe. That's sea salt.
No.
Okay, hold on. All right, so now we have everything in there that we need.
Yeah.
All right, so now we are just. Oh, you want to mix it, Alex? Go for it.
Yeah.
And mix it up. Make sure you crack those eggs. Not crack them, but mix them in there real nice.
It's a little bit like semi-solidish.
It's like a slushy.
Yeah.
Like a what was that?
Slushy.
Gee. Looks like one.
Brown slushy.
Oh, that smells good.
It's the vanilla.
Definitely the vanilla. Come on, baking powder.
All right, Alyssa would like a turn. All right, so what do we gotta do next here?
Next should chill it. 15 minutes.
Oh, right.
No.
We gotta do the flour and the chocolate chips.
Oh.
Oh, that smells so good.
I think it's mixed.
Yep. I think you both did an excellent job, and we are ready to do the flour and the chocolate chips. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the heath.
So,
Not the heath.
not the heath yet.
Yeah.
So what we've decided to do so that the heath doesn't fall to the bottom of the cookie and just burn, we are going to put these on the top of the cookie dough before we put it into the oven, in hopes that it stays either on the top or maybe sinks down into the Nutella, right?
Yep. Can I attempt to eat a semi-sweet chocolate chip without dying?
Maybe later.
Oh.
All right, so that's what we're planning on to do. But first we've got to get this flour in here as well as the chocolate chips. Typically, when you're doing the cookies, you stir in the flour slowly and you do it before the chocolate chips.
Yep. Obviously, do you want to do this? But I can.
No,
I'll
we're gonna
stir it.
slowly do the flour first. So go ahead, Liz. Just stir as I pour. Whoop. Yep, careful.
Not too fast.
Thanks.
Yeah, and just make sure you're getting scraping the edges so we get all the flour in there. And this is 2 cups of flour. I don't know if we mentioned that, but we will be putting the recipe down in the description in case you want to try and make these for yourself.
Kind of reminds me of the Winnie the Pooh things we made.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like peanut butter-ish.
But it does remind me of the
Peanut butter truffle.
yeah, they were peanut butter truffles that were, the recipe was on, I think it was a Candyland game, but it was a Winnie the Pooh theme, and it had this recipe. I'll link that video up here as well as down in the description in case you guys want to check that one out as well. They were actually pretty good, right?
Yeah, they're really good.
All right, is it getting tougher to stir? We've gotten the chocolate chips all mixed in with the cookie dough, so we are ready to now put it needs to go in the fridge for how long?
15 minutes.
Yes, so with this recipe, it does want you to chill the dough, which we are going to do now. See you in a little bit. All right, so you might be hearing the oven in the background because we did have to preheat it while the dough was chilling. So we've done that. And now we're kind of going to do an assembly line of cookie making. Alex is going to scoop 3 of these balls of dough because they want you to use 3 tablespoons of dough, and we only have the 1 tablespoon scoop, so we're going to do that 3 times. And then I'm going to press, it says to make a ball and then make a little well for the Nutella dollops to go into, and then you're supposed to pull the dough over and press the sides to like seal the dollop of Nutella inside of the ball. And then we're gonna put it on the pan. And Alyssa, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to be pressing the heath into the top layer of the cookie once it's folded over.
Yes. So we all have our jobs and we're gonna get started. Yeah. This just seems like a lot of dough for one cookie. Alyssa, could you double check the instructions while he's doing this for me?
Using a 3 tablespoon size cookie scoop, scoop out chilled cookie dough. Press a well into the dough and place a frozen scoop of Nutella into the cookie dough and form the dough around the Nutella, encasing it in the dough, making a ball.
Yeah, so basically what I've already just said, which it just seems like a lot, but I guess not. I mean, yes, and you might be noticing the lighting's a little bit different. The sun is going down, and we brought up one of our lights from the basement so that you guys could actually see us. All right, so I've made a little well here. I will pick a dollop of Nutella and stick it in there.
Did you make any extra dollops, Alyssa?
Nope.
Mommy may have. All right, now we've got our ball with the Nutella inside and it's ready for the cookie sheet. So Alyssa, just I would take it into your hand or maybe put it into a bowl so you can just pick it out. Because I'm afraid that's gonna come out real quickly for you.
Yeah, so I put it in my hand.
Yeah, so go ahead and put it in there and then you can just take some pieces and sprinkle it on there. Come a little closer to me, buddy. Alright, so we've got our first 12 ready and on the pan here. Ready to go into the oven. I will say, Alex, why don't you show them how much dough is left? It looks like we used more than half of the dough because this is actually supposed to make 24 cookies and I don't see it doing that, which is fine, but just for your guys' reference, if you do try and make these, for us, it did not make 24 cookies. It's not going to. But we're anxious to try them once they come out of the oven, right guys?
Yeah.
They smell so delicious already. Can't wait. We'll be back soon.
And take.
All right, guys, what do you think? They look pretty good, huh?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
All right, so we have to let them cool here for 3 to 4 minutes, and then we can transfer them to the wire rack to cool the rest of the way, and then we will give them a try.
Nom, 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 nom.
Nom, 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 nom.
All right, so this is cooled, and now we're ready to try it. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Look at these cookies.
All right.
Yummy, yummy. Let's see, Les.
See the Nutella.
Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Les?
I can taste the heat. That's good. And the Nutella on the inside is really good. Take a look at that gooey Nutella center.
Oh, yum. Looks so good. What about you, Alex?
Nutella's nice and melty. I can taste the heat. It tastes kind of caramelized, almost. It's really good.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So 2 thumbs up on this recipe, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Good. Alright everyone, we really hope you enjoyed joining us while we made some Christmas cookies, the Nutella stuffed chocolate chip cookies with a little bit of heath on top. They were absolutely delicious, right guys?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely recommend you try them. Doing the brown butter method was super new to us, but I think we might make all our cookies like this from now on.
Yeah.
So good. If I didn't mention it already, the recipe link is going to be down in the description so you can try it out. We would just like to thank Magic in Michigan as well as the Pumpkin Queens for including us on this collab. It was a ton of fun. We really enjoyed the family time, and we want to wish everybody out there a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all of that wonderful stuff. Spread the joy throughout the year. We love you all, and we thank you so very much for tuning in with us today. And make sure you do what?
Hit that subscribe button.
And
Like.
Like the video.
Yes.
Hit that bell icon.
Yes.
So you are notified every time
We post more joyful content.
Don't forget to comment.
Yes. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.